The Super Snake is a package offered by Shelby to enhance the power and looks of the Ford Shelby GT500. Everything a balls-to-the-wall muscle car needs. With an increase of 16 horsepower of boost on the Whipple supercharger, the peak power of the 5.4-liter V8 has been increased from 550 bhp at 6,500 RPM to 750 bhp at 6,200 RPM. If the driver is able to harness all this extra power, they will complete the standing quarter mile in 12 seconds flat, with a speed of 120 miles per hour at the line. The hood is now one giant air scoop designed to push as much air into the supercharger as possible. A prominent carbon fiber splitter can also be seen, which will certainly help push the front tires into the road when trying to corner while accelerating. This is the homologation model which qualifies the car to be raced in a range of racing series. The creation of the RS Rennsport, a racing sport, allows drivers to experience the thrill of a finely tuned race car on the road. The 911 GT3 was a great starting point. The goal was more power, higher performance, and faster lap times. Engine power is now 444 bhp at 7,900 RPM, while the braking system has been overhauled with new composite brake discs. Lap times are now definitely faster. The body is 44 millimeters wider at the rear, and for the first time, 26 millimeters wider at the front, which means wider tires can be used and improved cornering is achieved. A fixed rear wing straight from the racetrack and contrasting colors of the wheels, wing mirrors, logo, and side plates add to the overall look. To add to the already exhilarating performance and handling characteristics of the Gallardo LP564, Lamborghini are adding a new dimension in their most successful Gallardo range by offering a Spider. Thanks to an optimized four-wheel drive system and a refinement to its suspension and weight, the Spider remains easy to control and stable, even when its razor-sharp steering is being pushed to the limits. The V10 has an unusually wide angle of 90 degrees between cylinders, which contributes to lowering the center of gravity. The rear haunches of the Spider are higher to accommodate the fold-away roof, and 15 LEDs are arranged in a Y pattern at the rear taillights, both of which add to the car's aggressive appearance. It's hard to say what sets pulses racing the most, the performance or the looks. The new Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG features a distinctively pure design, superior dynamics, and levels of safety and everyday practicality that are the hallmarks of Mercedes-Benz. The conversion to dry sump lubrication allows a significantly lower engine mounting position, with the resulting lower center of gravity enabling high lateral acceleration and scintillating vehicle dynamics. Power is distributed from the AMG 6.3-liter V8 to the rear axle via a particularly light carbon drive shaft, similar to those used in DTM C-Class touring race cars. With its unique gull-wing doors, the SLS AMG is a classic of tomorrow, which takes cues from the legends of Mercedes-Benz. A long wheelbase and bonnet combined with a wide track and large wheels creates proportions that are unmistakably supersports. Only available from 7 specific Nissan dealers throughout Japan, the Spec V is aimed squarely at the enthusiast driver who is prepared to pay for race car-like performance on the road. Exceptional supercar rivaling performance is achieved from a twin turbocharged 3.8-liter V6 and race-spec suspension, brakes, and wheels. A novel boost control system provides extra torque that should help the driver to exit corners in a higher gear. Carbon fiber rear spoiler, front grille, brake ducts, and a unique ultimate black opal body color are exclusive to this model. 20-inch alloys and a titanium exhaust complete the no-compromise approach to ultimate performance. Tailored to give you the maximum satisfaction for the minimum effort. Whatever your expectations of luxury, you'll find them fulfilled by the BMW M6 convertible. The difference between traveling first class and driving it. The naturally aspirated 5.0-liter V10 breaks the magical 100 bhp per liter barrier, and its peak power output of 500 bhp at 7,500 RPM is clearly motor racing standard. The engine will rev up to 8,250 RPM, meaning each of the 10 pistons covers more than 20 meters per second. Sporty proportions and elegant lines, the BMW M6 convertible delivers an aura of exclusivity from every angle. Aston Martin's most exhilarating sports car yet, the V12 Vantage, is the ultimate performance interpretation of the Vantage range, combining an inherent agility with formidable power. The most potent production sports car in the Marque's 95-year history, the Aston Martin V12 Vantage is the fastest and most agile model in the range, designed to provide a unique character that appeals to different drivers with different tastes. Based on the hugely successful V8 Vantage, the V12 Vantage features Aston Martin's most powerful engine, the 6.0-liter V12 engine. Purposeful, striking, and functional styling signals the performance capabilities of this formidable car, which, like the Aston Martin DBS, benefits from the use of race-derived technology and features lightweight carbon fiber. Superleggera Super Light is the top-of-the-range Gallardo and successor to its predecessor launched in 2007. The LP564 was already 20 kilograms lighter than the original Gallardo, which makes the Superleggera's weight saving of an extra 70 kilograms even more impressive. Lamborghini have been at the forefront of carbon fiber use for many years, and much of the weight saving is achieved through the extensive use of this material inside and out. Forged aluminum wheels with titanium bolts and firmer shock absorbers and anti-roll bars increase the car's breathtaking cornering potential. The lightest Lamborghini currently available has not seen a reduction in style. The rear windshield and side windows may be made from polycarbonate instead of glass, but these and its prominent fixed rear wing and large front splitter define this Gallardo's racing intentions. Although development officially began in 2006, the SL65 AMG Black Series is the culmination of more than 40 years of dedication to performance. One man, one engine. Each AMG 6-liter V12 bi-turbo engine is hand-built by a single engineer before it's lowered into the body. To optimize the power-to-weight ratio, the engine power has been increased to 661 bhp, and the car's weight has been reduced by 250 kilograms. Except for the doors and attached wing mirrors, all bodywork parts have been replaced for the AMG Black Series. A wider stance and an extending carbon fiber rear spoiler, a first for a Mercedes-AMG car, improve the poise and grip and create a menacingly aggressive appearance. One of 3 Porsche models shown at the 2010 Geneva Motor Show. With hybrid drive, the 2-seater mid-engine Porsche 918 Spyder was for many the star of the show. A high-revving V8 with a red line of 9,200 RPM is accompanied by electric motors on the front and rear axles. The electric motors contribute an impressive 218 bhp when required, and are powered by a fluid-cooled lithium-ion battery positioned behind the passenger cell. Kinetic energy generated when braking is converted into electrical energy and fed into the battery. The 918 bears some resemblance to the 917, which was a legendary racing car of the 1970s. Porsche have incorporated air intakes behind the headrests, which extend to help cool the engine and also act as an aid to aerodynamics. Seductively powerful and exquisitely finished, the Aston Martin DBS is the ultimate blend of refined performance and minimalist luxury. Representing a milestone of Aston Martin's technological abilities in car design, it is an open invitation to drive, the supreme temptation. Truly great luxury sports cars are rare. In a world often diminished by mediocrity, genuine design innovation and engineering accomplishment are available only to the discerning few. With its race car roots and luxury appointments, the Aston Martin DBS is just such a car. One of the most potent production Aston Martins ever made, the DBS represents the synthesis of raw power, race-bred technology, and design excellence. Powered by a hand-built V12 engine producing 380 kilowatts, it delivers breathtaking power and performance. Like a well-toned athlete in a figure-hugging suit, the aluminum and carbon fiber bodywork of the DBS is a tight wrapping on the muscle that lies beneath, expressed in the taut lines and heavily sculpted flanks. Using technology developed in competition, the DBS is a direct descendant of the DBR9, a thoroughbred race car that has won many of the world's greatest GT endurance race titles, most notably back-to-back GT1 class honors at the coveted Le Mans 24 Hours in 2007 and 2008. Carbon ceramic brakes and adaptive suspension that adjust to virtually every situation ensure that the DBS is perfectly at home in the city, on the open road, or on the track. The R8 5.2 FSI Quattro is a winner. Its genes contain the cumulative experience of 8 Le Mans triumphs and many other victories achieved by Audi over the past 9 years. A 0 to 62 mph sprint of 3.9 seconds and a top speed of 196 miles per hour exemplify the breathtaking dynamics of the R8 5.2 FSI Quattro. The V10, which is to a large extent a new development, exploits a total displacement of 5,204 cc and is designed to rev up easily, all the way up to 8,700 RPM. A very distinctive highlight of the R8 V10 are the all-LED headlights as standard equipment. Audi is the world's first automaker to use LEDs for the high beam, low beam, daytime running lights, and turn signals. The first Corvette was designed by Hurley Earl in 1953 and was named after a small maneuverable warship. The Z06, first introduced in 2005, is from the 6th generation and is the performance model featuring an improved larger engine and an aluminum frame. Featuring lightweight titanium intake valves and connecting rods in its 7.0-liter aluminum block V8 and technologies gleaned from the Corvette Racing Factory program, class winner in 6 out of the last 10 years at the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans, the Z06 is the lightest Corvette of them all. The 6th generation Corvettes are the first to have exposed headlamps since 1962. "600 horses don't slither." The Dodge Viper has always been the big gun of American muscle when it comes to engine size and raw power. With SRT in its name, the Dodge Viper SRT10 also guarantees balanced performance and benchmark braking. Street and Racing Technology, SRT, worked with McLaren Performance Technologies and Ricardo Corporation to develop an 8.4-liter V10 with more efficient breathing and a higher engine speed. To handle the increased torque, a smaller diameter twin-disc clutch and the latest evolution 6-speed Tremec T56 manual transmission were also required. A noticeably larger and more efficient hood scoop and venting can be seen on this iteration of the Viper, which helps to cool the new, larger engine. This car has all the classic Viper detailing with its crosshair grille, deep-cut sides, and swept-back fenders. After 40 years as Lamborghini's test driver, Valentino Balboni has been honored with a car that bears his name. Hired in 1967 by the company's founder Ferruccio Lamborghini, he has helped develop the character of many classic cars, including the Miura. It was evident early on that Balboni had a special feel for the cars he worked on, with him saying in 1973, "A Lamborghini must always combine the precision of a race car with the reliability of a good friend." The 250 LP552s that will be built are made even more desirable by being the only Lamborghinis currently in production that are rear-wheel drive. A white and gold stripe runs the entire length of the car and is inspired by classic sports cars of the 1970s. These distinctive colors are found inside the car as well, with the center console being upholstered in striking polar white leather. To celebrate the final year of production for the current generation Dodge Viper, Dodge built a limited production run of just 50 2010 Viper SRT10 Final Edition models, 18 of which will be roadsters. The venerable 8.4-liter V10 engine remains the heart of the 2010 Dodge Viper SRT10. With 600 horsepower and 560 pounds per foot of torque, benchmark performance numbers, including 0 to 60 miles per hour less than 4 seconds and a top speed of 202 miles per hour, continue to prove how the serious, race-inspired, street-legal two-seater performs without apology. Each Final Edition Viper exterior features a graphite clear coat body with a painted black center stripe traced in red. The black interior features custom red accent stitching, red painted halo surrounds on the gauge cluster, and bright stainless steel screws in the center stack bezel. A numbered dash plaque, 1 to 50, is located on the shifter bezel just above the unique Viper Final Edition floor mats. Four doors, 4 seats, 8 cylinders. Up to this point, others may even have been able to keep up, but this Panamera joins the long line of Porsche turbo models with boosted power, as well as including an extensive suite of equipment as standard. The Panamera Turbo uses the 7-speed PDK, Porsche Doppelkupplung, which is essentially 2 gearboxes in one and thus requires 2 clutches. With 2 separate input shafts, one inside the other, the flow of power is only ever transmitted through one half of the gearbox, with the other pre-selecting the next gear for quick and smooth gear changes. Porsche believed that form should follow function. Nothing else would make sense. The front, shoulders, and rear all have instantly recognizable Porsche traits. Particularly striking are the side air outlets behind the front wheels, paying homage to the Carrera GT.